Hey, everybody, listen. Happy Wednesday. It's Trending Topics Wednesday. And you know, we got some stuff to get into. And what is this one called? What a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. Maybe we're going to talk about it, okay? Listen, y'all know I love my girl Jada, so we're going to have just a mention of Jada Pinkett-Smith, okay? Because I need y'all to come up off her back. Y'all see her back there? Worthy. Okay, holla, we're going to talk about Jada for 1.2 seconds. Then we got Young Jock. You know, Young Jock is saying that, he wouldn't take $250,000 to do a concert at the for the LGBTQ plus community. So this is me saying this respectfully. I don't even know Young Jock's music. This is respectfully. I don't. Somebody tell me what's a Young Jock song? I don't know it. Okay. All right. I don't know one. How about this though? How stupid do you sound? People were mad because I called them ignorant. I did a video earlier. I called them ignorant. He's ignorant. And ignorant means you just have lack of knowledge, people. Calm down. Yeah, he's ignorant. Because how about this? If you go to, I guess, a non-LGBTQ plus community show, do you think there's not one of them in the audience? Or you can't be that dumb. You like, are you dumb, stupid, or both? So you rather perform for some criminals, gangbangers, and all that, but God forbid, if you perform for the community, because one of them might be looking at you and lusting over you. They could be lusting over you in the workplace. Child, just ignorant. I cannot. So you want to give up $250,000 because you don't agree? Well, then how do you even work for anybody? Because trust me, there's no place in this world that you're going to agree with every situation that's going down. Listen, but we're going to talk about it. What a man, what a man, what a mighty good man, I guess. Okay, we got to talk about Antonio Brown. You're the ex-NFL player. The baby mama wanted him to get locked up. He got locked up. And then he had to pay some of that money. And now he pissed at her. We're going to talk about it. But you know what, though? If you owe the child support, pay the child support. Because I cannot. Then we're going to talk about Jussie Smollett. Jussie Smollett. He out here. He's still in these streets. He's in the streets. He was supposed to do 150 days in jail, something like that. I don't know. But he in the streets, and now he going to rehab. Jussie could have did that 150. He's appealing it. He could have did the 150 days. He probably would have been out by now. Tell them to put you in what do they call it? When you isolated by yourself. 150 days. What is that? Half a year? They said the video is blurry and freezing. Is my video blurry and freezing? It is? Oh my God, Roy is saying yes.
Yes, you are. So can you go out and come back in? And now I'll hold the people for a second.
Yeah, hold the people down. Ooh, yeah. That's nasty. I'm looking clear, but I'm blurry.
Yeah, it's getting better. It's getting better.
Ooh. Oh, my internet is choppy. Don't be talking about my internet. Don't do that.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go out. Let me bring the people up for you. I'm gonna bring the people up.
Okay, yes. The train is we ran out of gas a little bit, but we getting the gas. Okay, listen, gas is fine. Bills is going up. Okay, Y'all ain't hitting the like button. This is what happens when you don't hit the like button, y'all. The train gets stuck in the gas, okay?
Exactly, Royer. Exactly.
Like button.
Royer, I love seeing you at that concert.
Oh, listen. Oh my God. You know what? I wish I would have recorded it versus doing it live because it turned out so choppy. But yes, thank you. If you have
That's all right. I had fun singing with you. I was like, go ahead.
You have fun, Royer?
It was so good, y'all. If you have not been to the reunion tour, the Kurt Franklin reunion tour, it's got Tamla Mann, David Mann, the Clark sisters, Ty Tribbett, and Israel Houghton. It is an experience, y'all. And so, if you need a little bone Jesus to help you along the way, I suggest you can even look up the concert. Everybody has recorded it and posted it. You can look it up on YouTube. It is definitely a life-changing show. It was amazing. But while we're waiting on Diva, oh, okay.
There she go. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Listen, how you doing?
How you doing? How you doing?
Better, girl.
You still freezing a little bit.
No, listen, I'm joking with you. You fine. You fine.
Okay, good.
No, I was talking. Girl, you fine. Tell us since the internet ain't right.
You still a little glitchy.
You still a little glitchy.
Oh my God, I hardwired in.
Okay. We doing
you
better.
You good right now.
We good.
It might clear up.
Okay. Oh, this is terrible. Okay, well, you're gonna have to hold. Thank God you here, bro. You're gonna have to hold this down. That's Young Jock.
He said, how you don't know he want to meet you at the club?
That's the only song he known for in the club.
It gets his spirit in the name of Jesus.
But it's the only song I know by him too.
Me too.
That's why I'm not bothered by his opinion. Like, I only know one song of his. That's it.
Good boy. No, he tried to shut me down.
And it won't work.
It won't work.
The devil is a lie.
No, that was Jada Pinkett-Smith. She shut you down.
Don't do that. That ain't my girl, Jada. Don't do that.
She said, don't do that. She said, don't do that.
Jada don't know what you got to say tonight, so she just said, shut it down altogether. Take it down.
Oh,
you know what, y'all? Can I get a what?
Choo.
All aboard, everybody.
Come on.
Written topics.
That's right. Come on. I know that's right. So listen, guys, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do my honorable mention. And I'm just going to drop this little gem on the table. And we ain't got to pick it up. Hold on one second. Let me just, Jada, you up first, girlfriend. Because I'm by your side, girl. Know about these other people. And if y'all want to see the whole interview, y'all check out Jay Shetty's YouTube channel. Let's hear this clip from Jada.
I ain't defending no Scientologist. She can hush.
Okay, come on. Hold on, Jada. Tell the people your truth, Jada.
We already know her business. She can hush
talk
now.
about the entanglement. But Will decided he wanted to come with me. And we were going to then tell the world, hey, we haven't been together. And this happened during that time. But when we got to the table, Will wasn't ready. I had to respect that. Well, I didn't have to, but I wanted to. So I said, you know what? I'm going to take this heat, allowing myself to be portrayed as someone that had betrayed Will. And that wasn't the case. I was going to go to the red table by myself.
Okay, thank you, Jada. Because you know what? The people, thank you, Jada. Y'all good now? He did not
Thank you for what?
Say that again.
What are we thanking her for again?
I'm sorry, but countless YouTube who's a body language people have come out and said that she's not being genuine. And I trust their opinion.
And that's fine, and I'm over it because the whole thing is it's very misogynoir. You know, these people are vilifying this woman.
Yes.
It's like they burning her by the stake. It's like the witch hunts. I mean, they burning her down, and I just don't see it. I just don't see it. I think they doing what public couples do. I mean, on one end, y'all say, not y'all, I'm just saying the general public, they'll say, you know, they're public figures, they're going through the divorce, and then they'll say, well, please respect our privacy. Then everybody like, no. Your relationship is public. Don't make like we can't ask questions. Don't make like we can't get into business when y'all keep us in y'all business. Okay. Well, she giving y'all the business that nobody don't want to hear, and I get that. But then don't, like, why burn her to the stake, though? That's the part I don't get. Like, why burn her to the stake? What makes her close to the devil with this?
Thank you, Leo. I appreciate it.
Because she's a liar.
Oh my God. All right, let's get into this next story.
Can I just say this? I'm gonna say this so we can leave it alone. My issue is this is just what I have an issue with. I don't like the fact that Jada is using the world as her therapeutic couch. We don't need all of that. Let me speak for me. I don't need all of that. And I just feel like you continue to give us stuff that we don't need. Like, if you have already worked these things out personally, if you are okay with where you and Will are, why are we bringing all of this up? Like, why?
Thank you, Ryan. Okay, so let's get into this next story. Young Jock, right? So Young Jock said, you know, he won't even take $250,000. It's not enough for him to do a gig for the LGBTQ plus community because he fears that the lustful eyes of men while he's performing are going to be staring at him and warn him. And
he needs to stop smoking. He needs to stop smoking immediately. Okay.
That part. And he talks about how this agenda is being pushed on the youth or whatever. And you know what? So is the agenda of push your boobs up, get booty shots, get this, get that, get whatever, take Ozempic. So my thing is, let's get into this Young Doc story because I cannot with him, and I think it's high level ignorance. And listen, you do have the right to your opinion, but just don't talk something so silly when you have how many baby mothers and how many kids. So you're promoting single family homes. Amongst other things, but you know, let's hear Young Jock say this for himself, in case you didn't hear. Oh, my internet is acting a fool today. And I just this is Young Jock. Young Jock is doing this, y'all. Because this what the heck? This don't never happen.
Never.
So dreadful. I love Roya's laugh. I love it.
I cannot with y'all. Listen,
that's his wife trying to get away from him. She tied on too.
Okay, let me just read it, y'all. Let me just read it so we can talk about this. So everyone has their price, and Young Jock is being blunt about his, saying he wouldn't perform for the LGBTQ plus community for even $250,000. The rapper recently did an interview for Vlad TV. Vlad TV be having the people get all hung up. Something Boozy confessed to not too long ago, namely turning down $250K for a show at an event that was exclusively for the LGBTQ crowd. That in and of itself isn't all that surprising. Boosie always worn his homophobia on his sleeve, and Jock is echoing that settlement. He says he too would refuse that payment if it meant he had to go on stage in front of a gay man. Specifically, you got to watch what he said, how he says it though. Jock admits being extremely uncomfortable with men gawking at him with lustful eyes as he raps lyrics to the song. It's going down. Jock stresses how much $250K is and how big it is to get paid that much cash in one setting. And he does this to stress just how strongly he feels about this issue. As he says, he doesn't seem to want to associate himself with that lifestyle on principle. Of course, Jock is catching a little bit of flack, but clearly it's just fine with him. Now, I'll figure out what's going on with the video. But in the meat, it's down below is acting a fool too, Roy. Let me see.
Can you put mine up?
Okay, let me see. Okay. Let me see. Okay, go ahead, play. See if you can play.
$1,000 ain't shit to somebody who wearing that shit on their neck.
Damn.
You can't buy me because I already don't agree with it. Now I found myself in a space where I gotta kind of tread lightly with it because I got so many issues going on, whatever, personal shit, court cases possibly. I'm dealing with this with my kids. I'm standing strong and firm on this. I don't believe in that shit. If you choose to do that, that's you. Just don't project it to my kids. Don't project it to the youth. Let these kids get a chance to become who they are before you pushing this lifestyle on them. You got to get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I'm not mad at him. If somebody came to me today, Lord knows, I ain't nobody ever gave me $250,000 for a show ever in my career. I think the highest I ever got is 110, and I was in Africa.
Mm.
But that was a lot of money to me. I mean, 110,000 wasn't a lot of money to me, but it was a lot of money to pick up in one day.
For one day, one show.
Do what I'm normally, you know what I'm
Correct.
saying? So don't get me wrong. Somebody called me today and was like, hey, yo, man, you $250,000. I ain't know what I got to do. Nah, I may not do it either. And it's not that I have nothing against the LGBTQ people, but I just may not understand. I may not be in the know enough to feel comfortable enough to do this. I just don't, because I don't want to start doing that. Maybe I don't want to be comfortable with this lifestyle. Is that okay? Is that okay to say? Is that okay to say? I may not be comfortable rapping this song and this man is looking at me with lustful eyes, with his nipples out, with lipstick on, rapping my lyrics to me. I may just...
You talk about it's going down, and this man is looking at you with hard nipples.
You try to turn from this side, and go here. I mean, it just might...
Thank you, Royer. Okay, he tried to shut Diva down, but he ain't shut you down. Thank you for helping me share that clip. Now, I'm going to go to you, Royer, and I'll just say this 1.2 seconds. Ridiculous. So you said nobody even ever offered you $250 to do a show. The most you got was 110. But you're foolish to say that. But if the LGBTQ community offered you $250, you would turn it down. You have got to be dumb, stupid, and both. Roy, your thoughts?
You know, it's so funny to me how the people always talk about pushing agendas on people and all of this stuff, but you okay with a 13 and a 14-year-old boy and a grown woman shaking their behind in front of their face? You're okay with 13 and 14-year-old boys listening to your lyrics, talk about slap a bitch, fuck her, screw her and all this other stuff. You're okay with that?
Mm-hmm.
It's funny to me how your sexual orientation will only pay you $110,000. But the people who for real listen to your music, the LGBTQ plus community, because if we be honest, a lot of them dudes that you be rapping to is down low anyway. So they'll pay you more than what your own will pay you. It's the ignorance for me. It's so funny how people can judge on everything else, but like you said, you got court cases out here. You got issues with your baby mamas. You got issues with your children.
My cup of tea.
You could take the time up to worry about what our community does, and it could be paying your child support that we know you owe. It could be helping paying the attorney fees and the lawyer's fees and the court costs that you're going to owe at the end of the day, because your people not going to pay for them for you, because they only offering you $110,000. $250,000, that's the highest you've ever been offered. Who are you? I'm behooved by the ignorance, and I'm not surprised by Young Jock's ignorance, but I'm shocked that he, in 2023, in the climate that we are in today, is bold enough to say something like this, as if we won't get rid of you today. But yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And here's the thing, just so everybody know my standpoint on this. Feel how you feel. Feel how you feel. But when you should be able to verbalize it a little bit better. So you're saying your reasoning is that you don't want them staring at you like they want you. Are you kidding me right now? And then like you got to come with something a little more articulate for me, and not the high level ignorance. When you go to a concert, any given concert, you trying to tell me that everybody in the concert is quote unquote straight, whatever that means, and nobody in that concert, because it's a straight concert, is looking at you with lustful eyes. And then you want to say that just because you go to a concert that men like men, that all these men now are going to stare at you with lustful eyes and they want you? Felicia, your thoughts?
And he not that attractive. Ain't nobody running around worrying about Jock and what he looked like. Like, sir, ew.
Yeah.
One thing that bothers me, I'm sorry. One thing that bothers me is when straight men think that all gay men are attracted to them. Nobody's interested in y'all ugly asses. First of all, let's make that clear. You inconfident in yourself, so you want to make everybody think that they into you and like you. Nobody is into you like that.
All right. Okay. Ooh.
All right. Well,
Felicia, Dustin, I'm so sorry. The platform is packed. You missed the train. I love you. Go ahead, Felicia.
Well, good evening, everybody. Hey. I don't know this gentleman's music, so I'm listening with fresh ears. It sounds to me like he's saying separate and unequal. So I want to know if that's across the board in terms of who buys your music, when you purchase your clothes, when you shop for groceries.
Come on now.
Who can serve you? Who
Whoa.
can serve you? Because everything is based on economics. So I'm trying to figure out, okay, so you're saying that I'm not going to take that kind of money because I think this. So is that across the board? Is he very particular about who can invest in his business, his artistry?
Yeah.
Where he lives, you know, who he buys from, where he shops, where he vacations, all those things involved in his choice making.
Come on now.
And I doubt it. So I say it's BS. I think he probably wanted a broader audience. He wanted more money and he got turned down. So he decided to be offensive.
Felicia, thank you. Go ahead. No, you said that. You said a whole word right there. So do you not want this community to buy into your music? Should they not listen to your music?
They should not.
They should not, right? If they are at the radio station, should they not play your music?
No.
There you go, boom. So that's why I said, people, this is offensive, it's ignorance, it's messy. And yeah, it may be his thought process, but you're going to shut down a whole lot of people that probably bought into you, your image, and you on Love and Hip Hop, and you turned them off. You would have turned me off. Lakeisha, thank you so much for your super chat. Why he's so busy judging the LGBTQ plus community, I'm judging him in that too little outfit.
That part.
That interview. She said, I'm just saying.
That part, because I thought the same thing, and he was doing them little neck rolls and all of that other stuff a little too well.
I mean, he got.
Hold on, guys, because y'all know I like to go in order. Give me a minute. Savannah, you're up.
So this is the same guy who has 8 children by 4 different women. So can we judge him for that? Who has been went on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, acted a plum fool, and I I'm sick of hearing him and Lil Boosie and judging and excluding. We can't be all about inclusivity and all about, you know, marching and rights. And the minute that someone, I'm just overwhelmed by the ignorance of this man. And I don't understand where he feels that only straight people buy his music, listen to his music, or and he lives in Atlanta. So I'm trying to figure out his logic. Just in he's been in those clubs. I recall him in his I can't remember her name, but his wife, and being in one of the LGBTQ clubs in one of the. So I'm trying to. I just think he wants to be relevant right now. It's just I don't know. It's just straight ignorant.
It is. It is. Thank you, Savannah. So Emmanuel, you're saying, why is it wrong? So you got to get the bigger picture of everything that he said, right? So you're saying, why is it wrong for him to say that 4 to 5-year-olds shouldn't be introduced to propaganda? Well, can you catch this? Who the message is coming from? The message is coming from a man that has left all of these broken homes because he has how many kids and how many baby mamas? And he's concerned about what a child is being taught. Be concerned with you teaching your own children by having all of these kids and all of these baby mamas and you married none of them. None. Be concerned. It starts at home. You worrying about what they may learn on the outside. They already learned a whole lot of mess from the inside from their daddy. From their daddy. You worry about somebody else, but look what their daddy taught them. So here's the thing. Say what you say, but what you're saying is a whole bunch of mess. Because like Felicia said, like Savannah said, so are you not going to stay in a hotel? Are you asking everybody that serves you, that buys your music, that does whatever, are you part of the LGBTQ plus community? Because if so, keep your money. Is he going to do that? No. Oh, when you at the restaurant, are you part of that? Because I don't want you to serve me my food. So yeah, we all got rights and stuff, but you don't go, you know, it goes back to the saying. Now you know why some of these old sayings came about. If you don't have anything good to say, just keep it to yourself. Shut your mouth.
Shut up.
Now we know why our parents said that to us. Be kind, say please and thank you. Everything don't need to be said. In my opinion, your thoughts?
Kendra, come get your man. Let me tell you something. The audacity of this man with all the stuff that he's done put out there for the kids to see, okay? Him sucking on women's toes, okay? You creeping from one woman's house to the next woman's house. Oh, but it's okay for those kids to see that. Miss me with this, okay? He should have been in the trash a long time ago. I'm gonna meet him at the dumpster. He going in, okay? No, I'm just tired of him. Here's the thing. Him and Blueface and what that other one is, all of them can go in the trash because I hate, yes, especially Lil Boosie. He can go in the trash. I hate all of the Lils, the youngs. Like, ain't now one of y'all young no more, but y'all acting like kids at the playground. Let me tell you something. Just because you thinking it, it don't mean it should come out of your mouth.
That part.
That part, yes.
Let me tell you something. When you're a professional, you get it how you get it. And as much as you owe for child support, you should be the first one running. When they said 250, you should have been saying what day?
That part.
Because, baby, you ain't got that choice. Okay, Kendra is not going to take care of your grown behind for too much more longer before she get enough dignity in herself to say, hey, I don't need you, loser. Because you sure ain't did nothing but brought that girl down.
Thank you, in my opinion. I appreciate you. And yes, I think some people might be stuck on the fact that he just told his truth in terms of, oh, this is how I feel. He told a whole lot of mess though, because he took it to a very sensational level. Oh, I don't want them staring at me. How ignorant is that? So now, just because they are part of the community, the LGBTQ plus community, now they just want any man that they see walking. And when they see you on the stage singing, they're going to be lusting after you. Not
Trust
maybe.
me, don't nobody want Jock old behind, okay? Trust me.
But how about this, in my opinion? Not the man they might have came with. They're going to be lusting after you. I mean, grow up. Stop. I cannot.
With their nipples out, okay? Like, who said stuff like that? It was just you know what? It would have been better had he not had to add all the nipples out and like, you really tried. You tried to demoralize these people. You tried to make it seem like they were the scum of the earth, and you somehow on your high horse, and that's your problem. And for everybody in the chat saying that he has a right to, yes, he has a right to his opinions, just like we do. But everything that you thinking in your head shouldn't be said out loud.
Right.
Especially when you have a platform such as he, because he also has a radio show. You think only straight people listening to your little radio show?
Listen, that part. I'm coming. Give me 1 second. Velma said, I don't think he was messy. If he can put out the way he feels, he got to know they don't have to support. Oops, there goes my $250,000 necklace. Ace Styles, what are your thoughts?
You know, Denzel Washington once said that people who are doing better than you will never talk down on you, right? And so I feel like young Jock, he's speaking of a place of insecurity, right? So whatever this issue is, you know, regarding the LGBTQ community, that is something within himself that he's insecure about. Because if he was secure about it, it wouldn't bother him.
Right.
If somebody says something, like, I'll give you an example. I had I don't even know if I want to share this, but okay. So you know, I was born with a head full of hair. I've always had, you know, long hair. And I had put you know, cut my hair, and I put, you know, a hat over my head, whatever. So I was walking down the street, and there was two girls who was trying to say something like really disparaging, like, oh, you know, she's bald headed, blah, blah, blah. And the attempted jab was so far-fetched that I just busted out laughing. Like, they could have said a lot about me that I was insecure about, but my hair has never been one of those things, right? And so I literally busted out laughing because my hair has never been something that someone could take a shot at me about. Like, they could say XYZ. Trust, we all have our insecurities about things.
Right.
But my hair from the time that I came out of my mother's womb, trust and believe, my hair has always been on point since my inception. And so them coming for that, and the way that my hair was positioned in that time, yes, I could see how they.
So what they try to
that, but what I was saying is, young Jacques, if it wasn't an issue, right, that bothered him, then he wouldn't have been so bothered by it. So if someone says something about, like, if a little kid says, oh, you don't know how to do XYZ, you know, as an adult, you'll laugh at them and be like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? Like, you won't take it personally. You won't take that as an inherent threat. You won't be bothered by that person's, you know, assumption or, you know, their attribution of your, you know, ability, because it won't land. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I was trying to say, like, young Jock must be bothered by this, by people who he deems as a threat to his sexuality or whatever the case may be, that's an issue within himself. Because I mean, if you're secure within your manhood, if you're secure within your sexuality, then performing before other, audiences, it shouldn't bother you.
Right.
Yeah, that's my thought process. That's my take. Like, why would that bother you? Even if people were looking on you as quote unquote lustful, like, okay,
It doesn't matter.
We're human beings, we're sexual beings. And to keep it a buck, like everybody else said, Young Jock, let's keep it 100. I mean, in the year of our Lord 2023, you are not that guy. Like, people are not going to be falling over you. They're not going to be, lusting, quote unquote, after you, like you're Shamar Moore or, one of these. You're not that guy. So you can rest assured, you can rest easy at night knowing that no one's coming after you like that. So yeah.
So let me, because a lot of people was trying to say, what are you trying to get at? Am I correct in saying that because your hair was cut the way you had your hat on, were they trying to make fun of you, saying that you was a lesbian or something?
Who, me?
Yeah, when you said these girls were like walking up to you or whatever, when you had cut your hair off.
Wait.
I think she
wait. I'm sorry. What?
I think she was trying to say that when girls were judging her, they thought that judging her hair would bother her, and because it didn't mean anything to her, it didn't bother her.
Yeah, no.
So basically, Jock is bothered because
I think you lost a couple. I'm reading the comments. You lost. You lost a couple people. You was just trying to make an analogy, saying that if something doesn't bother you. No, but I'm trying to help the people in the chat make a connection because you lost them for a minute. You lost them for a minute. It was about
okay. Thank you, Warrior. Thank you, Diva. Yeah. Okay, so. Yeah.
Okay, so I got you. We connected now. So here's the thing, right? No matter what the audience is, people normally, when they go see somebody, like when you go to see a Beyonce or you go to see your favorite star.
Oh, wait a minute, Southern Belle. Oh, I'm sorry. No. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off, Diva. No, let me be very clear. Okay. So first, I didn't even cut my hair, but the way that I guess my hat was or whatever. And here's the thing, hair is such a huge deal in the Black community, which is unfortunate. Our hair is politicized because our bodies as Black women are politicized. But I just wanted to take the time to say really quickly, and I'm sorry for this, but people who try to use short hair as a jab toward Black women, it wasn't landing the way that they wanted to. It wasn't, hitting. Right.
Yeah, we got you.
You know what I mean? Like, people will try to undercut you. They will try to dog you. They will try to diminish you. And it's like, if you're secure in who you are, whatever the case may be, regardless of, what you have, who you are, whatever, if you're secure in who you are, like, that's going to stand, like, period. So
I got you. We're connected. So here's the thing, right? I can go to a gay club, if I'm using the words correctly, a LGBTQ club. And listen, a whole bunch of ladies could come up to me and I'm like, no, I'm good. What? I mean, life goes on, and they're gonna respect that. Okay. And I know because I've been to some with my friends. And then they be like, no, not her. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? It's not that deep. I mean, so and then also I feel like this is no different than when somebody say they don't like Black people. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
It's no different. So it's like, just like you don't want and you don't think it's fair when somebody says they don't like Black people, Why do you think it's cool and okay to be like, I don't want I don't want to perform for the LGBTQ plus community? Emmanuel's saying it's a different ballgame. I don't think that's so, Emmanuel. I don't think that's so. What's the difference? Like, right? So I can't change black. I can't change the fact that I'm black. And there are many people, and people have their different feelings about this situation. But people say they are born this way. This is who they are. So they can't change that. So I don't know.
So David, may I say something?
Who's that?
It's Savannah, and I apologize. I usually don't cut in, but I think I'm lost. Yes, ma'am. I'm just confused at the selective outrage. And so when Chrisette Michele sung for President Trump, and she received a lot of backlash, and she was vilified, and she even said in an interview not too long ago that it put a strain on her marriage. She was receiving death threats. She even lost a child because of all the hate and the backlash that she received after she performed for his inauguration. So I'm trying to see where the selective outrage, because she did what she thought was okay to her in her career, but she received she was crucified. We haven't heard from her. So I'm trying to see where this selective outrage is with Boosies and the little Boosies and Young Jock.
Yeah, and I felt so bad for her. And actually, anybody who even did anything with the Trump organization when he was in office, people burned them at the cross. People burned them at the cross. But Leo, your thoughts?
Except Omarosa. Except Omarosa. She was thrown into the
For me, my personal opinion is it's about the toxic male masculinity thing for me. I don't think that what he's saying about the community that he doesn't like, I think the ignorance comes in that you're supposed to be a businessman. And if you are trying to promote your business, which you are public facing, you are supposed to be a music artist, you're supposed to be performing for the masses, but then you want to select who your audience is going to be. I think that's a poor business decision. So that is why folks is saying that you're being ignorant. You can feel how you feel. Nobody is not trying to say he can't feel how he feels, but you're speaking on a public platform to a public audience, and all types of people are in your audience. So why are you going to ostracize and call out a particular part of the community that will pay you green money? Like, the money is still green, it will still spend. So it's the ignorance and the toxic the masculinity thing for me that really gets it. Because like Ace has said, if you're secure with what you got going on, what does it matter where other people sleep and where they lay their head at and who they love? What difference does it make to you?
Thank you. Exactly. Right.
How does insulting a whole community make you feed you and make you sleep better at night? How does insulting a whole community put money in your bank? Now, he said all of this on this interview. Did his stacks go up? Did he start getting along with his baby mamas? Was the child support paid? Like you said, all of this against this community. They ain't done nothing to you. Sometimes I just feel like people just need to let people live. So if you can live your life and be who you are and love who you want to love, leave these people alone. Like, if you don't like it, cool. Then guess what? Don't be one. Because it sounds like to me that you done had some attraction to somebody of the same sex. They must have turned you down and you feel away. So leave it alone.
And you might have carved money out of your pocket.
That's what he did. Like, you didn't gain no stacks for that. Nothing. You didn't get no, because it's kind of like this thing of, well, he spoke his truth. Yeah, speak your truth, be who you are, but you're supposed to be a businessman. And you can be able to garner your business, grow your business, and don't have to insult a whole community. It's ignorance.
It is. It is a future person that may want to hire you. I mean, this was just dumb. It was real dumb. E, your thoughts?
Hello. So I have 4 points because I've been sitting here listening. And Diva, like I said in your comments, Jock sounded like a 22-year-old female in that video. I don't want men looking at me with lustful eyes. Just that statement alone has a deeper meaning and it needs to be analyzed. But what I took that statement to mean is that Jock understands that some men are overtly sexual, and because of some of their thoughts are so provocative and disgusting, he does not want men to think about him in the way that he thinks about females because it's dirty and demeaning. So if Jock really doesn't want men to lust after him, or he feels that men are going to do that, you know, Jock's news are on the internet right now. They came out 7 years ago. And trust me, once the gays see what I already saw, they won't be lusting after that shrunken Vienna sausage. Trust me. So, second, I don't know anybody else, but I ain't never met a lesbian, gay person, trans person, or any person who walked up to me and said, hey, put on that Young Jock CD. Okay, he's never had a #1 hit, even his most famous song. He's never been #1 on any Billboard chart. He has never reached platinum status for any record as of October 18th of 2023. Now that may change.
You better
that
talk.
May change once the Boosie and Baby fans get a hold of that clip. But as of right now, the gays ain't trying to see Jock like that. The gays were at Beyonce's show. Renaissance was the highest grossing show of all time.
And you better tell it.
Everyone was invited. Okay, Beyonce said, I'm getting all the money. But meanwhile, back in Decatur, Young Jock is telling the internet who is and is not invited to his imaginary show with the set of one known song with that people know the lyrics to, and then a bunch of guest features for the rest of the 15 minutes with a bunch of underground Atlanta rappers. Now, second point. What I find fascinating is this. Jock says, these are the quotes that I took down when you played that video. I don't agree with it. I don't feel comfortable with it. I don't believe in it. And I don't condone it. Those are the 4 things. And lastly, he said, I don't want to get comfortable with it. Those are the 5 things he said. And black women cheered galore. Encore. Because I saw the comments under your video.
You saw the comments, right?
Meanwhile, back at the ranch. Yes. And meanwhile, back at the ranch, I'm consistently chastised over here when I say there are 13.2 million black men in the United States right now who have been physically, sexually, emotionally, and or mentally inappropriate with females, and I won't stand for it. I don't agree with it. I don't like it, and I'm never going to like it. I'm consistent with that. Yet, those same females under that same video, they frown upon that verbiage and launch smear campaigns in the chat. Oh, who hurt you, E? You're bitter. Oh, I hope they apologize to you. You're male bashing. You see how that works? So let's analyze this pathology. Just a couple of more seconds. Because Young Jock has 9 different kids by 5 different women. I don't care what his Wikipedia says. That raggedy black man has babies so quickly, the team at Google has lost track of it, okay? They haven't even had time to update the kids and baby mamas that this man got because it happened so quickly. He has 9 children with 5 different black women, period. Now, Emmanuel brought up in the chat, and I love Emmanuel. Hey, boo. He brought up, oh, well, what about the 4 to 5-year-olds being exposed to propaganda? Well, you don't know what your kids are being exposed to when you don't live in the home with them, okay? Because remember, these are 5 different homes, okay? Now, let's move forward, because what you do know is that your kids are not exposed to you. Just last year, Jock had to turn himself into the state for child abandonment. So really, he doesn't give a damn about kids. He just threw that in there to rile up the Christian base. What about the kids as a dog whistle to all the homophobes and bigots? Because the
You better
reality
talk.
is, bigots and homophobes are everywhere and they protect each other. Now, not only does Jock not care about the kids, but like someone else said, Jock's relationship with the female, every female Jock has entered into a relationship with on our television, he has cheated on them and had babies outside of the relationship, including his current wife. So that makes me sick. And it makes me sicker that men like Jock are rewarded with things and they're given a platform to spread this foolishness around the rest of the world. Because whoever's in charge at the radio station downtown who decided to give this man a platform with this level of degeneracy, okay, he is giving people in our community, in Atlanta specifically, relationship advice like he's Steve Harvey or Shirley Strawberry. And every morning over the airwaves, he it's goddamn blasphemous if you ask me. All he does is pollute our community with broken hearts, broken homes, and black babies with emotional trauma. Yet here come the faithful pygmies to his rescue, like, oh, they're like a worm on a hook. And my last thing is this. Some of these women are so brainwashed by the delusion of there being a white Jesus with blonde hair and blue eyes to come down in 2030 to offer them salvation, that a black man with a brown dingaling, bad credit, and a felony rap sheet as long as a CVS receipt seems pretty close to irresistible right now, Diva. So when you posted that tea time earlier about Jock, and I saw all those comments from all of the black women who look like me saying it's his right to take his business where he wants to, and he can say what he is comfortable with without repercussions, and he is not saying anything wrong. I would like to know, when is that same grace going to be extended to other women? When is that same compassion and empathy going to be displayed towards our mothers, sisters, daughters, aunts, and girlfriends? The next time I get on this panel and tell you that a nigga ain't worth a pack of clean drawers and white socks on clearance at Walmart, I want y'all to keep that same energy and say, E has a right to feel how she wants to feel. Everybody ain't got to like black men. Oh, yeah, and my personal favorite, it's just her opinion, it's her preference. Because all of those things are right. Because he can have his preference and opinions, but let me have mine too. Because it seems like some of you only support that same preference model when it's being utilized by black men. So today I want all women to normalize saying out loud every day, broke men ain't my type, liars and cheaters ain't my type, men with 2 baby mamas or more ain't my type, and hashtag in the chat, he just ain't my type.
All right
Boom.
now.
And
All
drop
right
the
now.
mic.
And now you putting up Jada Pinkett-Smith.
Our sister Pinkett-Smith, okay? Come on now, E. Drop the mic. No, they was coming at my neck in the comments. He didn't say anything wrong. That's his right, this and that. And you're right. It's a dog whistle. Anytime you want to add the kids to it and say, oh, they're being pushed, this propaganda is being pushed on them. Yeah, like you said, father your kids. And maybe they won't fall for anything. Julius, your thoughts?
So they want to, I mean, I heard these comments all my life. I am an out and proud gay man, spiritually inclined, deacon to be. Just a little bit of my soon to be profession, like charitable spiritual bio there. Case in point, they want to talk about propaganda, right? So y'all remember the movie Booty Call, right? Them in the movie doing the footsies and stuff, right? Now that was propaganda, and I was like 2, 3, 4 when that came out. Just saying, they want to talk about the ages, right? Next Friday, the girl standing on the table with barely anything on, Ice Cube high out of his mind, telling that girl, come down here so I can tap that. So that wasn't propaganda. Just those two kinds of receipts. And for the younger ones, younger than me, if you don't know what I'm talking about, guess what?
Oh,
You have a
Lord.
tool called Google.
Oh, yikes.
So,
Woo.
and Josselina, it's not even Young Jock anymore. It's
Woo.
Josselina.
No, God.
Jossie, yeah, you know Josselina. Cause Kendra don't even want him anymore. He done pissed Kendra off so many times. She just like, boy, come off of your PMS high horse. I'm done. And he ain't even my cup of tea. He think he's so cute. He not. Like, he only has "It's Going Down in the Club." That's the soul banger that he has. He thinks he's Eddie Levert from the OJs, Lionel Richie, Charlie Wilson, like Tevin Campbell, Calling Me Bad. He ain't none of them. Cause soon as he got on that Love and Hip Hop, he started acting a hot, filthy mess, just like the same as Ray J. But Ray J got more bangers though. Just to point out the obvious, but he's still a hot mess. So, y'all, to the Boosie, the Josselina, and all the other ones. If you don't like if you have so much vitriol and everything else of what I'm doing in my bedroom, because guess what, you ain't gonna be a part of it. What, you want a ticket and watch? Cause you got so much hatred. So, yeah, he needs to just come out the closet already. I yield back.
Thank you, Julius.
It's the blue hair for me. I fell out. I was so glad I was on mute. I was in here screaming. The blue hair.
I held back my laughter so hard.
Lakeisha, thank you for the super chat. She said, Diva, you petty and I'm here for it. Those hair pics took me out, laughing my butt off. I'm trying to tell you, because you know what? What he said during that time when he was wearing his hairstyles, he said, a lot of people was asking about his sexuality. And he said, why can't I just express myself the way I want to express myself? And if I like fashion and this, that, and the other. So, but my thing is, he said, why can't I express myself the way that I want to express myself? But yet you want to talk about a whole community and about the way they're expressing themselves. Don't be a hypocrite. Denzel, your thoughts?
Those pictures that you just showed, Diva, those were those were something else.
Mm-hmm.
That one picture, I think his hair was was it burgundy? Was that really his hair, or was that a wig?
I don't know. I'm just, he used to wear his hair with a perm or whatever, but
I remember that.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna be honest, I hate to say this,
Mm-hmm.
but I used to think the way he used to think. Thank God I don't no more though, because I used to say, well, I don't want to be around, gay people. I don't want them to touch me, this and that. I used to think like that, but thank God I don't think like that no more, because now I'm part of the community, so I don't think like that no more. Thank God.
Right.
But for him, he talking about it's agenda. Look, it's no agenda. It's no agenda. They want to live their true selves, and he talking about he wants to like you just said, Diva. He was saying that he wants to express himself. Well, they want to express themselves too.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a hypocrite.
Mm-hmm.
And then he talking about if they offer him money to do a show at a club,
Mm-hmm.
at a gay club, and he gonna say no. If he's gonna say no because he might think they might look at him. Okay, it's money.
Mm-hmm.
It's money, and it's like, okay, he's a fool. He's a fool, and he's just a fool. He need to worry about raising his children.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he want he love he's he don't want his children around that. Okay, well, he needs to be in his children's life, and he needs to worry about his life, and he needs to get his life together and stop worrying about them.
Mm-hmm.
He's a clown and he's a joke. That's it, Diva, and that's all.
Thank you so much. Yeah, he's messy, and hopefully though,
Jocelyn, come out the closet. It's
hope
2023.
yeah, hopefully though he I don't know. Hopefully he thinks about the words. Hopefully he thinks about what he said. I think that the other part of it for me is when they go up on Vlad TV, they listen. They reckless. They let whatever come out of their mouth, right?
Well, can
go
I
ahead.
just say this so we can move on? My other concern is the reason I feel is problematic because what if one of your 9 children choose, or
Right.
that happens to be their life path? So you're gonna disown them, you're gonna disrespect them and talk down to them and treat them like the scum of the earth because they didn't turn out the way you wanted them to turn out? It's problematic. It's problematic. As we have stated, he can feel how he want to feel, but you don't have to hurt people in the process of you feeling how you want to feel.
Right. I think you know what, Roya, you made a really good point there. We all got our feelings about things, right? But I think we need to go back to that saying: if you don't have nothing nice to say, just don't say nothing at all. Because you never know who you're going to be isolating, because you could be working for someone that just didn't come out and say, like, this is who I am. You could be working for someone. They could be feeding you. They could be the person saving your life. So if you go in the hospital and you need surgery, you're going to say, let me ask you a question real quick before you perform this surgery. Are you part of the community? Would you rather die, or are you going to let them perform the surgery? I cannot. But anywho, we're going to move on to this Antonio Brown. And that's why this thing is called What a Man. He don't want to pay his child support. He wanted to buck the system. Well, his baby mama, she came to the platform that many people go to now, the social media. Listen, you take your story to the social media and sometimes things get done. She said, I want him to be arrested. They arrested him and he had to pay half of that back child support to get out of jail. Now, hold on. Let me let y'all hear her story first. Now, hopefully my internet don't act up. Let's hear her.
Today's date, as of now, he owes $30,940.41. Now he called himself a rapper now. So he goes to different cities, make appearances and everything. Also down here in Miami, he make appearances to clubs and make money and everything. He just got him a vert. He basically just doing what he want to do with his money. At the end of the day, it is his money, but I still have your kid. So, I just don't get it. And she's not an in-house child that he sees every day or deal with. Tony goes months without dealing with my daughter. And that's when I have to get in and, force him to deal with her. Like, this is your only daughter. Like, I don't know, because I was a daddy's girl. My relationship with my daddy was never like this. So I'm just, trying to be strong for my daughter. And it's like, I know it's affecting her and bothering her, but, I have to be strong for my kid. My daughter, she's very quiet. She keeps a lot of stuff kept to herself, but I know when my daughter is being bothered and everything, and it's like it affected her a lot. And it's like my kid, we keep going to court every 6 months, and it's repeatedly, like for years. Like, this not just happening this year. It's ongoing. It doesn't stop with Antonio. And she bring a lot to my attention, like even when he do stuff with his other kids, and she's not involved. It's bothering her. So she like, wow, when I'm over there, we don't do this stuff.
And she wants to be a student athlete, right? She wants to go to a university. How old is she? I'm sorry.
My daughter's 15, and as of right now, 89 colleges done reached out to my daughter.
Wow, that's impressive.
So it's like University of Miami, LSU, like Oregon. And it's like, by him having a daughter like an athlete like her, you would think he'll be in her corner to support her. He don't. I just try to get down to the root of it. Like, are you jealous of her? Like, what's the problem? And she's your only daughter.
Right.
And I don't know. It's just a lot dealing with him.
What is your message to Antonio Brown?
I do want him arrested because I just feel like as of now, he's making a mockery out of the judge, like a mockery out of everything because he feels like he's untouchable. And it's like the stuff that he writes me and my daughter is completely like off of the line. He act like we strangers or something, and like my daughter is not his kid or something. Like he talked to us like we strangers on the street or something. So, and I currently at the moment, how I'm feeling like I do want him arrested. Is that I don't think anything could change as of right now of how I'm feeling, because now it's like you're pushing it. Because for one, my daughter had a chance to go to one of the #1 track and field schools this year. And you blew that off and you got my daughter in a public school as of now. And that's not cool with me. And the past 7 years, my daughter been in nothing but private schooling. So this is her first year, in a public school.
Is that because he hasn't been making the payments?
Correct.
Okay.
And when she got accepted, he didn't pay her tuition or nothing. Like, it's like he's not doing for her.
Now, there's more going on with her, and that's a whole nother story in and of itself. We will have to deal with her on another day in a different moment. But she said, I do want him arrested. Well, you know what? They said, action you shall receive. He got arrested, and he was pissed off that he had to, pay half of that bill in order to get out. So let me share the screen here. So Antonio Brown forks over $15,000 to a child support after arrest. Okay, he messy. He is messy boots, right? And let's play this here for you really quickly. He a mess. Look at him with the receipt there on it on top of the money. He is so messy.
I don't want to tell my child that his mom's ain't shit. This ain't about me. She just a money hungry bitch. I've been here before. They locked me in the corner. What you do? I came out fighting. They locked me in the cell and I came out rioting. You hear me, Pete? Been that road.
That's what he's saying about the baby mother. He mad that he had to pay. You got the money, just pay, and she wouldn't have had to get you arrested. Because if she didn't get him arrested, she wouldn't even been getting this $15,000. So Antonio Brown coughed up $15,000 to a child support payments following his arrest earlier this month. And in the video he posted Tuesday, he seemed bitter about the situation. Brown was locked up on Sunday after he had been accused of ducking payments to his ex, Latrice Jackson. But a short time later, he doled out the $15,000 necessary to get out of jail. And on Tuesday, he shared a video on Instagram showing him singing some Young Jeezy lyrics, okay, that seemed to show he was mad at Jackson, the mother of his 15-year-old daughter. And I don't want to tell my child that her mom ain't nothing, he belted out while holding what appeared to be a receipt for child support payment and a large wad of cash. And this ain't about me. She just a money-hungry bee. Wow. Jack, and this his 15-year-old daughter sees and hears. This what he doing. That's why this is titled, What a Man, What a Man, What a Mighty Good Man. Okay, Jackson told TMZ Sports just last week that she was upset with Brown for not paying child support for their daughter, claiming he owed nearly $31,000. She said, I do want him arrested, she said, because right now he's making a mockery out of the judge, out of everything, because he feels like he's untouchable. Since he was released from jail, Brown has been spotted at a mall. He's making a joke out of it. Give the whole $31,000 in, bro. He's been spotted at a mall on a shopping spree, as well as a high rise in New York City. He's messy. Roy, your thoughts?
Pay your child support or the judge will slap down that gavel for you to be arrested. I don't understand what's so hard about it. You was able to lay up in the bed, stick your ding-a-ling in her thing, pump, 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 and then it happened. You was, you know, able to know that this child came out 9 months later. You knew that this child was gonna need diapers, baby wipes, milk. You knew that this child was gonna have to go to middle school, high school, college. You knew this child was eventually gonna grow up and be an adult. Like, these were things that you signed up for when you stuck your thing in her thingy thing. Like, what are we doing? This is not nothing new. And then I don't understand why then you get mad when not just women, because men have to do it too, when the custodial parent has to then take action because you don't want to hold up your end of the bargain without having to get a judge involved. Like, why are you mad? You did the crime, you do the time.
Yeah. Felicia.
Okay, so I'm here. Miss Jackson, Mr. Brown, two losing parents, two sorry MFs. You're a disgrace and a disappointment. I ain't got grace for neither one of them. Her daughter is 15. Why do you have her all involved in what other people are getting? Why are you up here telling people, well, she couldn't go to the school she wanted because he didn't pay? You go out there and you make sure you get that money.
Yeah.
You don't get these opportunities again. She don't get to redo that process. Did she think Mr. Brown was an upstanding, honorable, decent man when she decided to infiltrate her uterus?
Oh my God.
Useless, unproductive, unworthy sperm.
Oh my God.
Sounds to me like he's one of the 13.2 million that Miss E been talking about. I want her to stand up, take good care of her daughter, love and protect, and don't wait to go to court to get your money. Period.
Well, woo.
Let the church say amen.
Amen. But Sebastian, you being real messy. He said, I hope we have a with a woman next week. Don't do that. Don't do that, Sebastian. You messy. But I still love you. Savannah, your thoughts?
Oh boy. So this is Antonio Brown has been a problem both on and off the field. So she knew exactly who she had a child with, because from the Patriots, when he was on the Patriots team, he was nothing but issues. I mean, he even photoshopped a picture of him and Giselle, Tom Brady's wife, together, and put it on social media when they were going through a divorce. This is the same man that disrespected and made a mockery of Keisha Cole after she had his initials tattooed on her back. So Antonio has been on a reckless path for quite some time now. And it's a shame because he is a great football player. He's a horrible man, even worse father, but he is a good football player. He's just problematic on the field. So if her daughter is 15 now, she stated her daughter had multiple schools that were interested in her. I don't understand why she just doesn't put all her efforts towards that and assuring that. He hasn't been there for her for quite some time. So I'm not sure why all of a sudden she wants to showcase this on social media, and everything has to go on social media. He's not going to change. Of course, he's making a mockery out of it. He's made a mockery of authority for quite some time, and that is just who Antonio is. A lot of commentators believe that he is suffering from some type of CTE, but Antonio has been a jerk for a long time now. So just it's a shame. She needs to invest in her child and leave the social media drama. Because the daughter's 15, so this is all, she's on social media as well.
Yeah. No, thank you. I appreciate that. Monique, I hear you. You listen, the plight of many women out there. She said, I get $28 a week in child support, and she complained. I had 3 jobs, bought my own house for me and my daughter. I'm trying to tell you, that's what Felicia's saying. You got to just pick yourself up and carry on. And she's saying it's a little bit of her conversation is confusing me. The part that she's saying this girl is such a great athlete, and I'm not saying that she is not. So none of these schools offered her a scholarship. She's saying that, he couldn't go, she couldn't go because he didn't pay the tuition. When they want these athletes that bad, they will throw everything at them. I've seen it happen. So I'm just saying, okay, so the only reason why she could not go to the school because he did not pay the tuition, could she not pay the tuition?
Sometimes they throw even too much at them.
Yeah. But mama has to realize, they always say, mama's baby, daddy maybe. Lakeisha, thank you so much for this super. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. She said, infiltrate her uterus. That's a word, Miss Felicia. I'm trying to tell you, ain't it a word? Ain't it a word? Velma, thank you so much for the super chat. I truly appreciate you. All right. Where am I at? My screen shifted a little bit. E, let me go to you. Did I go to you?
No. Hello.
Okay, I'll go that way. So go ahead. Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. It's my turn, right?
Yes, it's your turn.
Okay, sorry. I don't even have to tell y'all. Yeah, lock his black ass up. If he had that $15,000 the whole time, like you said, he should have just paid it. He is intentionally withholding financial support from his daughter just to spite the mother. And what he doesn't realize is spiting the mother, you are spiting the daughter, because I am my daughter and my daughter is me. And that's just the type of man he is. He is so limited in his elevator going up to his brain that he's stuck right there only at what his eyes can see, and he thinks he's doing something. Okay, but what he doesn't realize, and I've had this conversation with my own child's father, this gonna hurt you more than it hurts me, and then you figure that out. Now when I tell you that men who hate Black women stick together, they stick together. Because he had the nerve to be playing Young Jeezy in the background. So we already know what type of time he's on. That's a dog whistle in itself. Ladies, if you know a man that's playing Young Jeezy right about now, you better run, because that's a sign, okay? Men who don't like taking care of their kids financially, they stick together, okay? Put all of them on the same train car together and let Sebastian be the janitor over there. Let him sweep up their leftover rolling papers and turn up the volume on their Black Women Ain't Ish mixtapes, okay? Let me tell you what I am about. I don't care what that mother said on that video. I don't care if the school offered that daughter a scholarship and the mother turned it down. That does not negate this Black man from paying the money he owes. Me personally, I get close to $900 a month. And I'll tell you, if he ever miss a payment, I'm going down to the courthouse and I'm taking action, because you're going to contribute. Yes, I'm going to do what I do regardless, but I'm never going to let you think that you're going to walk around on this planet and I have a child with your last name, with your DNA, and you're not going to contribute. I'm going to get you. This is going to hurt you more than it hurts me. I don't care if the baby is 30 years old and you come into a lump. I don't care if you get married and my baby 30 years old. I'm taking your wife's money. Somebody is going to pay before you leave this earth. I don't care if I have to get your Social Security. Nigga, I'm getting you. Sorry, Diva. And I'm not going to talk bad about any woman that's getting her money. Lock them all up. Like I said, put them on the car with Sebastian. Let him clean up after them. But when it comes to these children that you make and you leave behind, oh no, you're paying. Oh, you're paying. Or the government's taking your license and your income tax. So you figure that out.
Well, boom, there it is. Okay, thank you, E. Ace, I'm up to you.
Oh, I agree with E 100%. I mean, my father did not do what he was supposed to do, so I wish that my mother had E's gumption and ambition and drive. So yeah, I'm behind her 100%.
Well,
That's
boom,
it.
boom, there it is. In my
Yeah.
opinion, you're up.
Diva, this show should have been called What a Man, What a Man, What a Sorry Ass Man. Okay, because first of all, let me tell you something. It takes a sorry ass, lazy ass motherfucker to sit up there. Excuse me, Diva. It takes you to be this lazy to sit up there and you want to talk about this woman that birthed out a baby, and then you gonna sit there holding the god doggone money when you could have went on and did it originally. Man, miss me with that. This is a trash bag, man. He was trash in 2007 when you slept with him. He was trash in 2008 when you had this baby. He's trash in 2023 when you got him. Okay, you got what you got because you lay down with dog. When you lay down with dog, you get up with fleas. This the flea that you got attached to you. Okay, sorry, it happens. Okay, dust yourself off now. Be a big woman. Get your daughter and get her into every school that she wants to because you're the mother. Okay, don't wait on this sorry ass motherfucker. Let me tell you something. I'm really upset with him because this is ridiculous. You sat here and thought how he dogged out Keisha Cole, and then you gonna sit here and talk about, oh well, yeah, I want him locked up. Bump that, okay? Don't get up there and give us your sad side story. It's women out here every day that have to do it on their own. I need you to get up, be a grown woman, put up your big girl panties and do your job, okay? You are the mother, okay? It is not no ifs, ands, and buts about it. And for this sorry man, throw his ass in the dumpster. I don't care if he go to prison, sit up under the prison. Whoever wants to champion for him, y'all go ahead and take this trash ass man away from us.
Well,
Right, in my opinion.
We got a few people in the dumpster tonight, okay?
She came in hot.
Don't come pick it up yet, because we may have to throw one more person in there. Oh my. Thank you, in my opinion. Julius, did I come to you already?
No.
Okay, you're up.
Okay. He need a hush. He need to. I'ma just say it. Sorry, Robin. You're gonna have to give you. He need to shut the fuck up.
Oh,
He
come
gonna
on,
have
y'all.
to get.
Don't do that. Don't. Come on, y'all. Don't on purpose.
I try to give that man. I try to give that man some grace.
Mm-hmm.
I can't anymore. But I'm also not.
Oh yes, Miss Sharon. Sorry, Diva.
I am also not sympathetic towards this so-called mother. I am sympathetic for the child.
Mm-hmm.
That video you showed of that wannabe mother,
mm-hmm.
She needs to be ashamed of herself. She needs to be disgusted. She needs to get hooked on phonics,
Mm-hmm.
rewatch her video, and look at how much of a fool she made herself begging a man who hasn't been nothing in his personal life to step up when she know he ain't going to.
Mm-hmm.
She's begging for pennies. And so I'm gonna say this to all the ladies and the men. No scrubs, anyone?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all have seemed to forgot that philosophy. Them three ladies was living it. That's why they brought in No Scrubs on that third album. So, get your acts together and don't be like that woman in the video.
Thank you,
I yield
Julie.
back.
Okay. Denzel.
Whew, child. You know what? Well, he first of all, she probably knew he was trash when she got with him,
Mm-hmm.
allegedly. And then two, how many child support payments did he miss? Like how many did he miss? And instead of her, go on social media, she should have went to court and did that. She should have been done that. She should have been went to the court and done that, because God only knows how many child support payments that he missed. And he's a clown, because he's gonna show that on his social media, wherever he showed it at. He's a clown, and then he want to go around and shop and stuff. It's like, really, man? Like, dude, come on, man. And I don't know if she has a job or not, but she needs to make sure her daughter is taken care of. She needs to go take her daughter to a college. And she said that, she's a good athlete. Well, these colleges, if they want a good athlete, they will take them. So she needs to go to different colleges. When how old is her daughter? Is she 15?
Uh-huh.
Well, when she graduate high school, she needs to, take her daughter to a college, because I'm pretty sure they will accept her. So she needs to go to court. She needs to go to court for that. And everything is not for social media. Like, come on.
Well, when in this case he paid half that bill. But I hear you, Denzel. Sebastian, your thoughts?
I was dragged today for I didn't even give my comments on anything yet, but I was dragged. I was you know what? There's nothing wrong with being a janitor. Janitors do God's work, because you know what? They made sure places were clean during the pandemic. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's get to this.
Mm-hmm.
100%. I am not against him paying his child support, but this opens a bigger conversation. This opens the conversation: should child support go directly to the parent, or go to the institutions attended by said child? That's the conversation that this opens. Also, it's very ghetto. It's just very ghetto, going on social media, spewing all the things that you need, that your child needs. No, you go to the courts. That's what smart people do.
Mm-hmm.
You don't go on social media and do all this
Say
nonsense.
it, Bastion.
You go to the courts.
She did go to the courts.
Well, she could have shut her mouth instead of going on social media then.
No, she said no. What happened was, because of that interview she did with TMZ, they arrested him, because what happened was he had many arrest warrants out prior to that, and they were not arresting him. And that's when she said that they making a mockery. The courts don't like that. When you
Clearly,
don't like that. So
I'll say this.
Go ahead.
If they were not finding him,
Mm-hmm.
it was probably they couldn't find him because he was probably on the run. Second, this man probably has a mental illness. Since we always want to have compassion for mental illness and mental health, let's think about that in this conversation. He's had many hits to the head. Let's think about that.
Mm.
That goes for everyone on this panel who wants to always sympathize certain people when they have mental illnesses, but want to forget it in this circumstance. I 100% believe this, though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he has an issue with his daughter.
Oh.
I don't think he does.
Oh.
I personally think he just doesn't like to be involved with the mother.
Oh.
I personally think
he liked it when he was between her legs, though.
Well,
Oh.
One night stands happen at times too. So it was two that did the do, not him only. She liked it too. She took it then too. She enjoyed it too. I will say this.
Mm-hmm.
We should definitely lobby our politicians so that the child support system can be reformed.
Mm.
The child support system needs to be like this.
Mm-hmm.
The man pays for school, food, the portion of housing that their child will be occupying, uniforms, etc., and toys, and etc. And also, you know what? Child support should be something where it's not just monetary. We should also have physical presence part of child support, in my opinion.
Okay. The courts can make somebody do that. Lakeisha, oh my God, thank you so much for the super chat. I truly appreciate you. She said, I went through the DA's office for free because I went through the DA's office for free because my attorney said she didn't want to charge me. The entire court floor on child support day was all Black men. It was so embarrassing and sad. So many women crying. My ex-husband is still mad. I thank God for my career ever since. Amen. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you for the super chat. Let me tell you something. So
come on, Lakeisha.
Come on, Lakeisha, right?
Amen.
Amen.
Good job, Lakeisha.
Come on. Let me say this. And I'm gonna let you finish, Sebastian. She said all Black men. All Black men. They want to run around here like young Jock, dropping their seed, leaving the children behind, moving on to the next female, dropping some more seeds, leaving them behind, and keep going and going and going like an Energizer battery. Just dropping their seed wherever they can. What's that song? Wherever he laid his hat is his home.
Papa was a rolling stone.
Papa was a rolling stone. And then you expect the female to just sit there and do this all by herself. Do child support?
You wonder why we got chaos in our society and why the kids is turning out differently than what you expect.
Exactly.
And then call us ghetto for asking for our money.
That part, E.
That part.
I said it was ghetto that she did on social media.
Didn't try to make us feel ashamed because we're going there. Then, like you said, right. E, you got other females like, what you doing? Why you doing it? It's not right. Mind your business. If you want you and your kids to go be over there starving, y'all starve. But I'm going down to the courthouse to get mine because we made this kid together.
Yeah, we getting lobster over here. We having lobster.
That sounds good, E. Lobster.
Because he paying his child support. Hell, you talking about?
I cannot. But I will say.
Well, wait, hold on, Roy, because I cut Sebastian off. Hold on, Roy. Go ahead, Sebastian. Finish your thought.
Let me finish.
You needed to.
Go ahead.
Number one, I'm glad you mentioned the spilling the seed and the seed part. Listen, I 100% believe that men should pay their child support. Okay. If you did the do, you must take the responsibility that comes after the do. But also, you said spilling the seed, dropping seeds everywhere. Well, if there wasn't a hole for the seed to fall in the first place, there would have never been a connection to be done. So how about, since we always want to drag black men, we always want to drag black men for things. How about black women work on themselves so they can find good black men too? How about that works? Instead of always dragging black men, how about we do that? How about black women start finding good black men? Because there are many good black men out in this society as well. And this situation of dragging black men is only amongst American black women. Woo! All black women from other parts of the world don't have to deal with this nonsense because they have great husbands who take care of them, great boyfriends who take care of them. It's mostly American black women who are unsatisfied. I will say this: black men, black American men, and black men in general, go abroad. Go abroad. Africans will love you. Caribbeans will love you. South Americans will love you. Central Americans will love you. And you know what? Some people are going to say this. What about the white folks abroad? The Europeans will love you too. Stop dealing with American black women who always want to complain about black men. Point blank, period.
Whoa, Sebastian, whoa.
Security.
Sebastian, get the milk from behind your ears first.
What in the 90-day fiance fiasco is going on?
He subscribed to that. He subscribed to that passport, bros. That's
Oh my
it.
goodness, what in the passport, bros, is going on?
What
Sebastian.
what is
Roy,
the name
are you
of
okay?
the
You speechless over there.
I am speechless because it's problematic what he's saying. It's very problematic. First of all, let's not sit up here and act like that black men on a regular basis don't run around as soon as a woman turns them down, ready to tear a woman down. Our black women are so jacked up because black men are running around here tearing them down because they won't do exactly what Sebastian, you are asking for our black women to do. They are not your slaves. We are individual people who can do what we want when we want it. Problematic, and that's why the world the way it is today. No offense to you personally, but your statement is very problematic. It's very problematic, and it's wrong.
Kevin Samuel Jr.
Not Kevin Samuel.
Kadow, come on. Boom.
No. I'm not
I'd like to.
I don't
I'd
subscribe
like.
to him.
I'd like to add a little fact to this conversation for those, particularly in the chat. If this is your situation, whenever your child's parent is not paying their child support, it is documented in the court. So what you do is let's say your child got accepted to a school. I'm not talking about college. I'm talking like with this mom. She said her daughter got accepted to a specialized high school.
Mm-hmm.
You take that letter of acceptance along with the tuition payment and fees, and you go down to court and you submit that with your claim for arrearage payment of child support, and you ask the judge and the court attorney appointed to you for the judge to open up the discussion for the tuition to be paid through the court, including what was assigned for child support. That's how you do it. See, it's one thing to say your child was verbally accepted. It's another when you have the letter documented and saying when that payment is due. Make sense?
It makes perfect sense.
Amen, Miss Felicia. I love how Miss Felicia always comes in with the law, the facts. She don't come with feelings. She comes
if you
with
love
facts.
it, Sebastian, if you love it, why don't you connect to the theory and you start bringing some facts too?
Well, I did bring in some facts.
Hold on, Sebastian, because you want to talk about the American black female and how we need to gather ourselves and get ourselves together and whatever else that came out of your mouth. Let me say this. So Tiger Woods, he wasn't married to an American black female. She still collected her check, her child support check, and all of the above. Why is it every time the black female goes to do something, she's the worst human being on the face of the earth?
No, listen, I'm not saying
No, hold on one time. Hold on one time. Then let me add this to it too, right?
Come on, Diva.
Come on now.
We are not the mules, the maids, or the mammies.
Come on,
That part.
Come on, Diva.
Yes. Here's the thing, right? For the most part. Now, are there some one-night stands out there and all of that? Yeah, whatever. We ain't going to deal with that right now. For the most part, when we get with the man, we love the man. We're uplifting the man. They telling us all kind of promises, stories, lies, and everything in between. And we stick with them. And we hang with them through it all, through thick and thin. Okay? Then we have their child. We give birth to their seed.
Come on.
Okay? Give the seed their name. Doing everything we can for the seed and still that man. He decides he rolled over, went to the bus stop, and he got interested in somebody else. All right. And we don't know until we know, because you know what he ended up doing? He's still doing us and he doing them too. And then we wake up one day and we find out that this is so. And we speak to the man. He tried to make us think we crazy and said, nah, it's just you and I. It ain't nobody else. So we decide we're going to believe that man. You know how the story goes on and on. And finally we put our foot down and say, you know what? Enough is enough. Go over there and be with her. And y'all be happy.
Tell them about it, Diva.
What you still do is you still got to take care of, hey, boo, you still got to take care of what you left over here in this household. And don't try to play me and say, oh, why you going to take the black man to court? Because the black man don't know nothing but the court. And that ain't my fault.
Come on, Diva.
Okay?
That is the truth.
So
You better tell
you
them.
won't do right unless it's through the court. And what I'm not going to
That's
do is
facts right
I'm not going
there.
to be calling you
Facts.
every Friday telling you that the kid need a piece of chicken, a sneaker, a haircut, a shoe, or this, that, and the other. No, I'm not. I'm going to take it down to the courthouse, and whatever they say when they hit that gavel, I'm going to deal with it, okay? And whether you pay it or not, it really ain't going to make me no never mind, because the judgment is already there. So if I get it today, tomorrow, when you hit the lotto, when you marry her, and y'all two got to pay the bill together, then it's going to still get paid.
That's
So what
right.
I'm saying is, Sebastian, don't tell us how we got to do and what we got to do and how we got to raise ourselves up. We ready.
I feel like you guys are only
No,
choosing.
no, hold on,
and picking.
Sebastian. We more than ready. We was ready when you asked us for our phone number. We was ready when you told us you loved us. We was ready when we laid down with you. We stay ready, okay? But y'all got to make the decision. So do me a favor, Sebastian. If you're going to have a town hall, have it with the men. Tell them to rise up. Raise
I
up.
feel as if you guys choose
Be
and
a
pick.
man. Get a job and keep a job. And if you got the money, stop being online like you a little kid, flaunting the money and pay your bill. And
Amen.
you
Amen.
the mother of
Come on,
the
Diva.
of B.
Come on, Diva. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
You calling the
Yes.
mother of your child a B. And so if you said you love your child, why would you go online and even come out your mouth and say that the mother is a B?
Come on
I
now.
feel as if that you guys are
Yeah,
picking and
that's
choosing
ghetto.
on what I said.
So we
I
ain't picking
100%
and choosing,
said he should pay his
You
child
done
support.
told the people to go across board, overseas, around the corner, down the block, because that's where you going to get treated right and this, that, and the other.
Yes, because you won't
That's
constantly have to deal with the bashing of black men. This is my thing.
Well,
Not
if
all
black men,
are the
okay,
same.
I'm a black man and I'm gonna jump in here. If black men actually took internal responsibility of doing their business and raising their seed, that's what Diva is saying. It's
That's
not
right.
All
about
black men are the
not.
same.
Right.
It's not about avoiding a bashing. Hush up and listen for a minute, because that's what you're not doing. So listen. How about that? So what
Come
you're
on.
saying is for them to avoid responsibility is to go overseas and have yes people. No. If you're raised to know how to do a home, take care of home, and everything else, you won't get bashed at. You won't get bitched at, which you're not saying, but I'm going to say it for you. So guess what? Take ownership. Take responsibility. That's what you're telling black men not to do. So again, miss me with all the, because see, I was with you until you said go elsewhere. No. If they want a black queen, and he didn't hit with no knowledge, because I'm a black man, I'm hitting y'all with the real knowledge. So let me continue on. If you want a true black queen who's an independent, self-made, like, and I agree with E with this, you have to rise up to the expectation. You have to show that your table is in order. Order. Again, order.
Okay, let me bring it back, y'all. Thank you, Julius. Let me bring it back. Sebastian, Increased Matters is with you. She said, hit them with the knowledge. Black men are not demons the way society is trying to make it.
Thank you, Increased Matters.
Listen, I want to move on and close out with the next story really quickly. Nobody's saying that all of them are demons. But we are saying
Just
there's
13 million. We sure ain't, because I got a
hold
boom.
on 1 second. Well, there is an overwhelming amount that want to go out here and keep leaving a seed in a female and then moving forward. And then they get mad when they're expected to pay for that seed they left behind. When you want to be out here having 9 and 10 kids, then you got to be prepared to pay for the 9 and 10 kids. And I told y'all before, I don't even agree with the way what is his name is doing it. They got all the kids and the baby mamas from Wilding Out.
Nick Cannon.
It's the best. It's not
The
right.
woman agreed to it.
But it doesn't matter what they agreed to, right? And then he has the one baby mother that those two are constantly online making videos and making a mockery out of it. Like it's a joke. This is about the family. This is about the kids. This is about the next generation. I think I'm going to have to, do I have time for this Smollett story? You know what, we're going to do 60, where you say no. We'll do 60, cut it. Okay. I'll add Jussie Smollett to another situation. We're going to cut it because I don't want to cut the story short. And we're going to end it here with our 60 seconds. 60 seconds close out. I'm gonna start down at the bottom. Denzel, 60 seconds. I'm gonna be fresh tonight. I'm gonna cut.
Yeah, you're gonna cut that mic.
I'm gonna cut that. Come on now.
I don't blame you.
Denzel, go ahead. What's your final thoughts? I'm gonna cut that mic. Go ahead. What's your final thoughts?
So she just a quick question. So she did like an interview, right? The last story.
She did an interview. Yeah.
Well, you know what? Look. She had to do what she had to do. He got arrested and he paid it, but he acted like a fool. But yeah, that he's trash. And yeah, men pay your child support. That's it. Diva, love you. Diva, love y'all. You have a blessed night. That's it.
You too. Thank you. Denzel. In my opinion, your final thoughts?
First of all, let me give props to all the amazing Black queens who do their job every day, whether they got a man by their side or not. You are amazing, worthy, and needed, okay? And to all the amazing Black men out here who don't have to worry about dropping their seed and being for the trash can, you are wanted and needed. It's too bad that it's not enough for you out here. But there are some trash people that need to be thrown in the trash, and Young Jock and Antonio Brown are definitely dumpster babies.
That part. Thank you. I appreciate you. Wait, hold on one second. This is the mockery that these two are making of parenthood. It's a joke. I don't think it's funny at all. I want y'all to see this.
Take a family photo.
Family photo. You hold it.
Everyone ready? 1, 2. Babe? Babe, let's take a family photo.
They think it's funny that he just don't have time for the family. They're making a mockery of this thing. It's not funny. E, your final thoughts?
Well, people keep saying, if there wasn't a hole, they couldn't drop their seat off. If there wasn't a hole, then there would be lots of sword fights. So some of us probably wouldn't be here on the panel today. But Diva, you said one thing that I definitely agree with. There's only one thing that Black men like this understand, and if more mothers were like me who dealt with Nick Cannon and Future, they'd be hearing this sound and they understand a little bit better. Okay? Clink, clink.
I love it.
God. Yes. Clink, clink.
I cannot.
Wow. Yes.
Ace, is your final thoughts?
I agree with E. No, you know what? I hope that people will, appreciate the fact that they can love their children. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I mean, you guys know my story. I've shared it, it's unfortunate that, people bring children into this world that they do not have a heart for. I'm hoping that they will. But until then, I agree. I agree with E and the rest of the penal system. Like, you need to pay for the children that you bring into this world because they didn't ask to be here. Myself, I haven't brought any children here that I'm, period. When I do, I'm going to be, fiscally responsible for them. But yeah, You know, I stand 10 toes down on that. Take care of your kids, love them, and if you can't, wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Come on now. That's a thought
Yes.
right there, right? Wrap it up.
Absolutely. Wrap it all the way up.
Come on now. Come on now. Yes, Sebastian, your thoughts? I'm sorry, I skipped Julius.
I think you skipped Julius.
Julius, your final thoughts?
So first and foremost to everybody, I do apologize for popping off the way that I did.
That's okay.
I just wanted to formally express like the values that I was raised with. That's what made me pop off.
No problem.
So with that being said, people need to take responsibility. And if you are struggling, lean on the village. We need to go back to the concept of the village. And I yield back.
I appreciate you. No problem. You're fine, Julius. Thank you. Sebastian, your thoughts?
Okay, my thoughts are this. 100% agree. He should pay his child support.
Okay.
I 100% agree with that. I have never denied that. I've started all my statements with, yes, he should pay his child support. And I said that we should also have where physical presence is necessary as well. I've said that. I will say this. What I said, I am not bashing Black women. I said clearly that Black women in other countries and across the world are not complaining about Black men as much as just Black American women. It's mostly them. Why is it that maybe they're not finding good Black men? Maybe that's the problem, because there are great Black couples around the world who live very well, who live very well. And I will constantly say this again. I do advocate for what I said. I stand by with what I said. What I said is what I believe in. If you're constantly being bashed in one country by a certain group that you're attracted to, well, maybe it's time to move on and go to another one. Point blank, period. And I will stand by what I said.
So fucking problematic. I cannot.
Well, we've been bashed by every community, so we should move on to our own community.
Thank you. Close this line out. Let me get off.
All right.
Have a good night. Bye.
Okay.
You too.
Goodbye.
Good night,
Savannah, your final thoughts?
Okay. After 4 glasses of sangria during this train ride,
oh my God.
I hope that Sebastian recognizes the obstacles of being a single mother, especially in this society, and especially if you're raising a young Black male in this society as well. I mean, trying to maintain a work-life balance and dealing with emotional struggles and worrying about if your son is going to make it home at night. The lack of financial support from absentee fathers who are out dropping their seeds across other households as well. And while women do bear some responsibility in making sure that we also protect and take care of ourselves, but once this child is here, it should be a combined effort to make these decisions for these children, because it causes extra stress on single mothers to make decisions that definitely mold the life of this child. So I hope that, Sebastian, I know you're young, and I hope you understand that African American men face so many more obstacles out there from being deemed by society as that Black figure that's always, it's always negative. It's never anything positive. And it's more than just African-American women bashing on them. So, and I hope in time as you age, you learn that. So, Diva, I'm going to bed with a headache. So thank you.
Felicia, your final thoughts.
I'm going to be consistent. I believe all children should be loved and protected.
Yeah.
I thank you for that phenomenal, amazing rebuttal you gave tonight. And Sebastian, I appreciate your standing your ground. And you taking a lot of heat in the chat.
Yes, he did.
And you got a left and right punch from the panel. But you're holding your ground, and that's what our content creator says you're supposed to do. But he also says you come with the facts. So when Miss E is quoting 13.2 million men out here not doing the righteous, moral thing for themselves and their families.
Come on now.
I don't know any country that want to take in 13.2 million losers.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
So if you got a program and you can get them bums up out of here, it's going to be profitable for you and best for those of us who are left behind.
Amen. Can the church say amen?
Amen.
Well, that was a nice closing a word for the congregation. Okay. And come on, facts, Felicia, I'm trying to tell you. But you know what, Sebastian? We appreciate you standing up at the 13 rounds. Now, you wasn't declared the winner, but you stood up and you hung in there, and we appreciate you. So listen, everybody, thank you. If you didn't hit the like button coming in, hit the like button going out. Don't cheat the diva. I appreciate you being here for Wednesday night trending topics. And listen, what a man, what a man, what a man. But I'm not going to say what a mighty good man, because most of them got tossed in the trash can, according to, in my opinion. Okay, they in the dumpster.
A dumpster fire.
That boom. We gonna call
That
the people
part.
to come pick up the trash. All right, everybody. Love y'all. Good night and goodbye.
Love you.
You have a blessed night, y'all. Bye.